creation. One to the sun, one to the morning, one to the one. One to the air and the freshness we breathe in. One to the force of the change in the seasons. One to the mother from which all things come. One to the daughters and one to the sons. One to the father who helps us believe that nothing's ever gonna harm you, see. One to the soldier who walks city streets. And one to the soldier who fights overseas. And one to the man who gets down on his knees and prays for guidance and protection, please. And to the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. To the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. One to the woman, one to the man, one to the culture from the time when it began. One to destruction, one to birth, one to the people who still fight for the earth. One to the people who suffer for their needs, and one to the rebels who love rockin' to the beats, and one to the healer who fights a disease, and one to the Lorax who speaks for the trees. There's no amount of money and no amount of man can bring back to life what's gone when it's done. And one to the people who rise with the sun, and one to the people who sleep when it's done. To the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. To the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. This whole thing seems upside down, but the whole wide world keeps turning around. This whole thing seems upside down, but the whole wide world keeps turning around. Life is too short to make just one decision. Music's too large for just one station. Love is too big for just one nation. And God is too big for just one religion. One to the practice of being in the flow, and one to the tears of the things we let go, and one to the moment we live in right now, and one to the east, west, north and south. To the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. To the east, to the west, to the north and south, to the east, to the west. One love, people never gonna stop. Sing. This whole thing seems upside down,